Next is overbank deposits. As we discussed, it includes levee, crevasse play, and flood basin. Flood basin is the part which lies outside the banks, and it includes pond and swamp. If you see this diagrammatic representation, when the water is flowing through a bend, the velocity of water is more on the outer bank than at the inner bank. The velocity being more on the outer bank, the outer bank undergoes erosion and it gives rise to formation of vertical or subvertical cliff. At the same time, the sediments which are being transported by the water and eroded at the previous banks, at the outer banks, it gets deposited at the inner bank of the next bend due to slackening or reducing velocity. So because of this velocity difference or difference in the energy conditions, outside of the bank undergoes erosion and deposition takes place at the inner bank. Now this deposition is periodical, as a result of which, if you see the topography of the point bar sequence, it is wavy and not plain. So during seasonal deposition, a ridge is formed and adjacent to the ridge you will find a depression. So this gives rise to formation of ridge and swale topography at the inner bank, that is at the point bar. So as mentioned, outer bank undergoes erosion, inner bank undergoes deposition of sediments. Because of this continuous process, a river or a fluvial system migrates within its own flood basin in lateral manner, and this is called as lateral accretion. Now because of this lateral movement of the fluvial system or river within its own channel, you see a characteristic sequence of facies and a characteristic sequence of sedimentary structures or a particular grain size variation. Now what happens is, if you see here, which is the bottom of the channel, it consists of coarse material. The coarse material which is not being transported by the river, it gets accumulated at the base, which is called as channel lag deposits. Now as the channel is moving laterally, this is overlain by the point bar sequence, and if you move vertically, you will see deposition of finer and finer sediments. So this lateral migration of channel gives rise to upward fining of sediments. So this is the characteristic feature of a fluvial system as against the delta system. If you see the deposits of delta system or a delta, they show fining in downward direction, or you can say the sediments become coarse in upward direction. So these are few important points that you need to remember when you distinguish between different systems. So this is all about the sub-environments of a fluvial system. The next part that we're going to begin with after this is braided river system. So we are going to begin with all these systems and we'll see each one in detail.